In this video, we're putting a spotlight on the Cabrillo Southwestern exhibit, which is created, maintained, and operated by the San Diego Model Railroad Association. The exhibit is one of the first you encounter when you visit the museum, on your right-hand side as you walk down the first exhibit hallway. It's in 2-rail O-scale, so 1 inch of the layout represents 48 real-life inches, and the trains are powered by just 2 rails, not 3. O-scale was the most popular size of model trains in the U.S. from the 1930s through the 1950s. It depicts a completely fictional railroad that winds its way through mountains, to a logging and mining town, to a bustling city in the late 1940s to early 1950s. The San Diego Model Railroad Association is the oldest club represented in the museum. The San Diego Model Railroad Club was founded in 1939, and the Cabrillo Southwestern Club was founded in 1940. Both groups relocated to the House of Charm in Balboa Park in the late 1940s, working side by side until they officially merged in 1963, adopting the San Diego Model Railroad Club's name. Sadly, in 1979, the House of Charm was condemned due to lack of fireproofing, and the club was forced to find a new space. The City of San Diego's Parks and Recreation Department pointed them towards the La Mesa Model Railroad Club, which had also recently lost its space. In 1980, the two decided to incorporate as an umbrella organization that would oversee both clubs, the San Diego Model Railroad Museum.
Well, we had some pieces of the old layout preserved, and then they sat down with a group of O-scalers at that time, and they came up with we'll develop a Southern California themed layout, and we knew what space we had, so you kind of designed the layout to fit in that space.
In 2009, the club incorporated as a 501c3 and became the San Diego Model Railroad Association. The Cabrillo Southwestern exhibit was the first permanent operating exhibit in the museum, reaching fully operational status by the late 1980s. The 2,200 square foot exhibit is freelance, meaning it is entirely designed from the modeler's imaginations, not a real-life railroad. However, it does represent California in the transition era of railroads, when you could see both steam and diesel trains. Only a few engines from that era remain, so the exhibit operators keep the legacy of steam locomotives alive through their models. The track layout consists of 5 loops: passenger rail, or the green line, freight rail, or the red line, the trolley, the high line, and the mountain line, which can operate both narrow gauge and standard gauge trains.
All of those lines are interconnectable. You could start out with a train on the red line and drive it all the way to the dog bone at the top of the mountain.
In real life, narrow gauge railroads were built for mining and logging because of the low construction costs. Narrow gauge engines could navigate tighter curves and were more tolerant of the less than perfect track through the mountains. A trolley runs close to the viewing window, carrying passengers between the city on the east side of the exhibit to the country in the west. All model trolleys in the museum draw their power from overhead wires, just like a real one.
I get the most enjoyment when a mother is bringing in her, small kids, and the kids are really focusing and running it up and down the aisle alongside the trolley as it goes past different points in the window.
Kids are big fans of the San Diego Model Railroad Association mascot, the Stegosaurus. They also enjoy the county fair, which is synchronized to activate when a train goes by. Near the Cabrillo Southwestern train station is a park, which was created almost entirely by Trudy Seeley, a club member and scenery specialist.
I learned how to make a jacaranda tree, and it was fun making all the little details in that.
Trudy also hand-built a locomotive maintenance building for the club's narrow gauge trains, complete with tiny workmen and functioning lights.
It is a freelance Southwestern railroad, and we have been able to incorporate artistry and modeling from number of different sources. They have all provided so much to the layout.
If you're interested in joining the San Diego Model Railroad Association, visit the museum during operating hours and talk to the crew.
It's just an opportunity to work with the talents of a lot of unique people, whether they like to do things in scenery, whether they like to do something with rail, whether they like to repair equipment, whether they like to operate. It's a very unique group of individuals who have a commonality of interest and understanding of what model railroading is trying to represent.
Next time you visit the San Diego Model Railroad Museum, spend some time at the Cabrillo Southwestern and enjoy the unique landscapes, colorful carnival, and quaint mountain town.